It's been at least like since February or so, probably about 4 months now since I did my last video on Coinbase stock. So I'm going to be giving you guys an update where I'm going to be buying at. If you haven't seen that last video, go check out that last video because I let you guys know a lot of things that were going on, especially with the whole BlackRock thing before they even filed for the spot ETF for Bitcoin, and then some other things that was going on with Coinbase last year that can fuel this stock really high up back to its all-time highs, even probably past that, because like I said before in the last video, Kathy Wood, the ARK Invest, has been getting into this very heavy, and that was months ago when we were back in about the $50 range. So if you went and looked back at that video, you could see that we were in the February range right around here. So before, what I was looking for was for us to come back down to this 30 range, because we did have this type of thing happening. Let me click this out. We had this type of thing right here happening where we were coming back down, so I thought possibly that we could go back and retest this 30 range, but doesn't look like that that's gonna happen like in the near future, maybe in the way out future, in some like months or something. But according to these downtrending peaks down here at the bottom, doesn't look like we're going to maybe hit that far down. So it looks like the $50 range is about where is a nice like sweet spot from where we are at. So right now I'm on the daily chart, and you can see that we're all the way up here with these green candlesticks. And right now what I'm looking at is I'm seeing this one right here that had a lot of green, and this one especially had a lot of green with it as well. So right now I'm thinking that, you know, if we don't do this same type of thing that we've been doing right here, like it looks like that's what it looks like we're doing, because right now we're on a green candlestick, but it looks like right after that we're going to be heading right back down to probably about this range. This range right here is probably like our next support level. And then if it's not in this range right here, like the lower 70s, then we're going to come back down to the 60s and perhaps possibly retest this low right here in the 50s. So that's what I'm really looking at right now. I'm hoping that we go back down and we touch this $50 range once again and go back and retest that, because if you look at the lows, you can see that we're slanted down, so the lows just keep getting lower, see? And then at the top, the highs points are actually lower than what they were previously. So we had this high right here, and we had this high, which is lower than this one, and then now we have this high, which is lower than this one. So right now I'm getting that downtrending action. And then also I'm seeing like this big W forming, which normally right after this W leg is a downwards trend, to recoup up some of this. So like I said, next range that I'm looking at is this lower 70 range, and then the lower 60s, and then hopefully we go back and we retest the 50. If we retest the 50 range, that's the point where I'm thinking of buying the heaviest. If we go back into like this 60 to 50 range, then that's probably the point where I'm going to start buying at, in the $60 range. The low 60s right around here is where I'm looking at right now, but hopefully we can get back down and retest these 50s, because if we go all the way back out and we look at this all, but you can see like our all-time highs were like super high, so we're way past $300 even. Like, come on, look at this, $400, $300. So we get back in that 50 range, you can already see where we're headed at. So that's easy, like, you know, maybe like a no, more than that, probably about, yeah, like $400 range. So that's about an 8x roughly, 7 to maybe 6, we'll say 6 to 800% that you could get if it goes back to all-time high. If it just goes back in this $300 range from the $50 range, you're looking at 600%, like I said in the last video. So that right there, just, you know, you can clearly see that this is going to be really good for this stock. We're all the way down here right now. So like I said, it's not necessarily a bad time to buy, but I'm not going to buy at these points where I know that it can possibly go back down and we could get some more. So you can see that this range right here is where it likes to hang around. We do perhaps go and touch these ranges. So from this top to this bottom was about a month or so, and then from this was March to May, that was about 2 months. And so now we're looking at possibly, I mean, if we go based off of this was 1 month, right? And then from March to that was 2 months. So right now, if we're going based off that, it's saying 1, 2. This could possibly take 3 months. So we'll maybe be out in October time, possibly. Maybe October, a little bit before then. I know that September was definitely the time that I was thinking about buying and stuff, because especially in the crypto world, because I was thinking that would probably be about the low area. As far as right now, maybe not going back to December, but a lot of coins are at their December lows. So I was looking at mostly about this September range possibly being the lows because of what's been happening with the Feds. They paused the interest rates, and then they also said earlier this year that we hadn't really seen a lot of the effects that could possibly happen from what they've been doing. So especially with the housing market, Airbnb stuff going on as well. So I expect the stock market to definitely take a hit from that, which doesn't exclude this stock. I know it's been having some positive news lately, but it doesn't exclude them from what's been going on. So I hope this helped you guys see a clearer vision on what I'm looking at. Between this and Carvana, these are the only real stocks that I'm looking at. You know, I'm mostly in crypto, but they're good stocks. So I just want to let you guys know about that. Hope you guys appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next video.